before anything else, let's go meet Pope.
We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
That works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
So that's Pope. We fucking love Pope. Pope is amazing. No dice.
It didn't work. The hiss
All
has
right,
burned
let's do some
too
exploration.
deep.
See what we can find.
Ripping it out rips them apart.
That's a clearance level 3, which we definitely do not have yet. As the jukebox, that's going to become relevant when we do the Expeditions DLC. So there's nothing downstairs for us. Let's try upstairs. Oh wait, that's where we came from. I don't have level 1 access yet. Nope. Okay, so this is where we... Wait, is that where we came from? Or did we come from over there? Fuck, I don't know. Executive Affairs, Director's Office. Oh yeah, okay, that's the radio that we turned on. Clear up that wet floor sign. Oh, some loot over here. So odds, we are getting all collectibles, doing all missions, both story and side. And basically I'm going to give you all a rundown of all of the lore of the game as it happens. Because this game has so much lore in it, it's not even funny. And it's very easy to miss a lot of things. So I thought I know the game probably better. Well, sort of casual, I guess. Like, I mean, obviously I'm quite good at the game and know quite a lot about it. So I'm probably in a better position to give 100% playthrough than, you know, your average casual gamer. Technological restrictions. Oh, and we've got another bit of research on hiss agents as well. Technological limitations of the oldest house. An examination of paranatural topics. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be certain that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer to file 4-19-1935 for the full report. Oh, wait, there was another one there, wasn't it? Research and records, hiss agent. The hiss manifest in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from the unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution? When attacked, hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file redacted for full report. So this is where some weird things sort of... so if we go back into that, you'll see on the side here... compiled by Emily Pope, research specialist, by the order of director Jesse Faden. However, we haven't been the director for very long, so how could we have requested that to have been recorded? And that's one of the many questions, shall we say, that remain answered. There we are again. Oh, look at those reflections! Fuck! So nice. Oh, sorry, Artie. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside of the building. This is my favorite pickup in the entirety of the game, and I hope you're all ready for this. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off on the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least figure out where it went. D. Rodriguez. Best pickup in the whole game. Best way to understand this game is to know about D's theory. It states that if you know about entropy and how sound waves can cancel each other out, you can guarantee that D's redacted nuts. Got him! Alright, nothing in here for us to explore. How did you fucking misplace an entire bathroom? No, it's the building shifts, Dane. It's the building. It keeps changing around. It's the classic oldest house, you know? And these materials that I'm picking up are what we use to craft our weapons later.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Good morning, Mila.
The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
That's actually something I haven't looked up, Banj, whether or not Ordinary is an actual location or whether it was made purely for this game. And yes, Ords, you're 100% correct. So the whole game is actually inspired by the SCP universe. It's about to get a whole lot more SCP as well, except they refer to the SCP objects as objects of power, or OOPS. I have actually no idea of that Titan. I will find out. Right, let's talk to Pope. Let's see what she's got to say.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Okay, it's not a real town. Thank you, Titan.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay.
So she mentioned there that the building shifts. It's a shifting place. If you've played Quantum Break, which is another game from the Remedy, part of the Remedy-verse, there are characters in that who are called shifters.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
So we're communicating with Trench through the bullet in his brain, which I fucking love.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
She's so into us.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Ooh, shit.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
And here are the previous directors of the Bureau, dating back to 1964. I think that one is where ours will be, because there's Trench. So I'm pretty sure that one's ours. All right. Let's go to the communications department and go see Marcy. Oh wait, I have some access now, don't I? I think I've got level... Oh, no. I get the level 1 security key right before the Tomasi fight. We may as well equip some mods while we're here. Let's go energy and reload speed.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Go to there. Right. Ooh, energy recovery. That's actually better. Oh, wait. Are they both energy recovery? Plus 16, plus 8. Oh, okay. Never mind. Travel costs. Week 83 report. Summary. Visited the following Nevada accommodations. Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In-N-Out, Aztec Court, Sleep E-Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, and A-Plus Lodge. Expenditures. Accommodation, $831.29. Meals, $714.84. Gasoline, $295.12. Minibar, $313.61. Addendum. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. I do wonder why, if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent Hines. And now the portrait of Trench is updated with the quote, "The only person you should fail is yourself." I don't think there's anything else in here. Alright, off we go. Oh. Tiss.
It's overpowering here.
Feels weird going through these rooms in the intended way. Open the shelter down there. Go. Oh, was that all of them? Oh, I feel like there was supposed to be more. Oh, here you can really hear the relays. Ooh, fucking horrifying. Unstable area notice. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Or red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Materials. Don't think there's anything more. Oh, that's right, there's a shelter over here, isn't there? Check that first. Oh, got another collectible. Havana summary. AWE Altered World Event number 48. In Havana, Cuba. An auditory event occurred in the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Redacted, deaths were reported, and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been redacted. Staff experienced sudden, intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for, redacted, minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental United States. After Formula I-9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The event was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI-85 for details. So there is a cowboy boot that causes large-scale vibrations. Okay, I'm going to die in here. Okay, so I'm not supposed to be in here just yet. I'm going to say I probably need dash or shield to be able to get through to that section. But that's okay. It's going to be interesting to see how many times I actually die in, like, combat. Or if I die in combat. I reckon I probably will. Although I'm likely to get way more overpowered than I normally would be, so maybe I won't have an issue with it. Oh, I don't actually think I can get up there yet. I think I need levitate to get up there first. Oh, never mind. Boring. So we're going to take out these guys first, and then we're going to come back here. And we're going to explore the room, I mean. I hate brutalism architecture IRL, but here it's so pretty and fascinating. Yeah, well, I mean, it's much nicer when you don't actually have to be in it, right? Like, when you have to exist, when you are in brutalism architecture, which, like, I didn't know that's what it was called, but now that you say that, like, very fitting name for it. Like, when you're in it, it sucks. But, like, experiencing it from a safe, cozy place, very cool. All right, looks like we got another cutscene.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
So if you've watched me speedrunning the game at all, you will know that when we touch the floppy disk, we gain the ability to launch things with our mind. All right, that's an overall energy boost, not energy recovery. 6%? Nah, we'll keep the energy recovery. All right, let's go do a bit more exploration. Let's see what else we can find. It's cordoned off. That's cordoned off. Oh, we got another one here. Machine God. I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the monitor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster, and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine, and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just the beginning body. Like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Oops. What else have we picked up here? Oh, hiss barrier. So this is the shield that you see around enemies. The hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1, destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2, destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance field seems to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. Sorry, I was wrong there. It's not the shield, it's the walls that spawn that I can't progress past without killing all the hiss in the area. Okay. Convenient story, not story plots, convenient arena walls. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you gotta send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you gotta come handle it. My wife is real upset. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Yo, what's up, Blitz? How you doing, man? Trench, dead letter approval. Federal Bureau of Control. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letter Archive cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows. Actually, can you guys see my mouse? Yeah, you can. Okay. I might actually, before we go any further, I might actually turn that off so I can stop worrying about my mouse being on the screen. Nope, properties. Capture cursor off. Cool. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. I think that's everything. Already been over here, haven't we? Nope. No, we have not. We are just rolling in resources right now. Funny how that happens, huh? Ooh. Got another one. What does this say? Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Dead Presidents. I love that band. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. Please tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. Oh, sorry, it says people tell me, not please tell me. People tell me. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. That was a very cute letter. And what's even more fucked up is, like, he's probably not lying. It probably is actually happening to him. Book Club, Penny. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by G.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. So we saw a sign for that in the on the notice board earlier.
She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Topher. We'll find your mama together.
Okay, I've never seen that before, and that was quite possibly the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life.